Okay, welcome to our weekly coaching chat. I'm Elaine Mason, and we have a great crew on here today. We're going to dive in a little bit deeper into the new compensation plan. How does it affect you? Do you know where you are? Do you know what your next position is? And could you take someone else to where you're going? If you have a second, go ahead and mute yourselves out so we'll get a clear recording. But I'm excited about just what's going on in our company. I don't know if any of you saw that video of Stacy Whitmere talking about JPTV, and I see all of the events coming. And you guys, we are in an incredible time within our company. And so knowing where we are, knowing how to get to that next step, knowing how to bring people with us, that's what we're going to talk about today, because we are positioned to make a move. And so those of you on the call, I'm going to assume you are ready to make a move. And so we're going to dive into some of these, and hopefully, let me get back here. Hopefully you guys have already had a chance to take a look at this stuff. If not, we're going to go through it today. But even more so, I want to challenge you guys to really put some of this stuff to memory, so that as you're coaching, one, for yourself, knowing where you need to go and what you need to do, and make sure you're looking at it on a daily basis so that we know top of mind, here's my next step, here's my next step, or my next move. But also really devour these worksheets so that you can make sure your team's moving along also. So hopefully you're looking at your PVC report, you're taking a look at your team, where they are and what they need to do, and then let's be the leaders for our team. And let's individually touch base with the people on your team, and make sure that they're moving forward. They're moving forward. Can someone make sure that they're muted? We can hear somebody. All right. So let's take a look. Let's dive in. You've got a brand, either you're brand new or you have a brand new partner on your team. And so what does this brand new person need? So kind of put to memory 1,000 points. 1,000 points. So anytime we make a move, we need to know we're talking volume and we're talking structure. So the volume to get someone from partner when they sign up to partner plus is 1,000 points. So how do you come up with 1,000 points? So if I just keep a calculator, or get your phone handy with a calculator on it. So if 1,000 points, and we always talk in terms of trio, but this could be any product, but to keep things simple, we're going to talk in terms of a trio. So if a trio is 300 points, I'm going to divide that 1,000 by 300. So we're talking a little bit more than 3 trios. And I'm going to move on down here. So here's some examples. Somebody want to be sure you mute yourself. I hear some music. Okay, great. So 2 trios and a quad will get you there. 3 trios and some complete, or a tower garden. You got a duo there, basically a quad, and then a trio gummies would get you. So it doesn't matter how you arrive at the 1,000 points, but just to give you a framework, kind of keep these 3 pictures in your mind. So when you bring on that new person, what I'm going to challenge you guys to do is have conversations prior to signing that person up. So they need an order if they're not already a customer, and then 2 more orders. Well, actually, you only need 2 preferred customers, but if you look down here, it's pretty much 3 customers will get them where they want to go, but they only need 2. So you could do a husband and a wife, and then 1 other person would easily get you there. And so That's how you're going to get that 1,000 points. And I try to make sure when I sign somebody up, they pretty much have this down. They've already talked to a few people. There's nothing better than to sign someone up and then turn around and help them place those orders and get them right to that very first goal. And as you can see here, one of the new compensation changes is they've added this express track. So if you get someone, if you already kind of prime them ahead of time, by the time you sign them up, they've got their orders to hit that first goal. Instead of getting a $50 title reward, you know, we talked about those title rewards as you move up in the compensation plan, they can express track and they pick up $100 bonus right immediately. And so that's what you want. You want your new people to feel like they're successful and they can do it. And that to me is one of the beautiful things of taking advantage of the express track or the fast track, is what you're doing is instilling confidence in these brand new people that they can do it. And guys, it's up to us to really help them feel confident. You want to breathe your confidence in them until they start seeing some success, and they can then internalize your success. And I remember my upline, the person who brought me into this company, her name is Judy Blue. And for many years, I would, until I felt like I had hit that level in my mind of where I felt like, wow, I'm doing really good in this business, I literally would kind of hang on to her tailcoats as far as success goes. And I would think, if Judy can do it, I can do it. If Judy can do it, I can do it. And so let's be those people. Let's be that support person, that person that they can breathe or they can grab hold on to. Somebody needs to put themselves on mute, please. But let's be that person that really breathes confidence into these new people. And you guys hang on to them. Lock arms with them until they hit these first 3 goals we're going to talk about today. All right, so they hit Partner Plus. Hopefully they do that day 1 so they can get the express track bonus. Now we're going on to qualifying sales coordinator. So what does that look like? 4,000 points. Now they've already hit 1,000 points. So now we're down to 3,000 points. And hopefully you did that right in the beginning. So now they've got 60 days to get 3,000 points. Does that make sense? Okay, so what does that look like? So if we come on down here, it is their own trio plus 14 trios. But when we went to Partner Plus, we've already picked up at least 2 trios in a quad. So now we're to 11 trios is what they need to get to that next level. And what you want to do as their upline is literally do a call with them and help them map out. Let's talk about these customers. Who are you going to talk to? And literally have them start plan this out with them and then talk about, what do you think will attract them to Juice Plus? Which of our products will they resonate with? What's going on in their life? What are you going to send them? You guys, help them map it out. We want them to be successful. And so part of helping them be successful is helping them plan. I am going to stop sharing because I'm going to get on. Somebody does not have their mute on. Who is that? I'm looking, I don't see any. It looks like everybody I see, whoever doesn't have their mute on, I'm going to get a switch after you here in a minute. Okay.
Elaine,
yes.
It's that 770 number, I think, is what's making the noise.
Let me go. Okay, you're lucky because we don't know who you are. Okay, let me get back to our screen. Thanks, Brenda. Okay, so be a great upline to the people you bring in. You brought them in, man, lock arms with them and help them be successful. You want to be checking in with these new partners a couple times a week and let them know you are their support person. So number 1, the volume. You know, it's always volume and structure. Number two, the structure. To get someone to qualifying sales coordinator, we want to make sure they have a team member. So right from the beginning, I'm talking about who, and I talk about is the move the body kind of person in your life. Now, when I mean move the body, just picture yourself in a dark alley. Suddenly you look down, someone's dead at your feet and no one's around. And you look like you're guilty. Who are you going to call? And that's the person probably right off the bat, you're going to either want to be one of those first 3 customers or possibly your first team member. Who's that person going to be? And I'm here to tell you, Linda Gardner was my second partner in the business. And the two of us have locked arms and worked together for all those years, 20-some years now. And so you want to be looking for those kind of people. And so I want to encourage you guys to think about, really process with your new people who that team member is that they can lock arms with, not just to get that one, just for them to get an order and for that box to be checked off, but you want them right from the beginning to have somebody who will track with them and run with them. I mean, I feel like I've been running every step of the way because Linda's always been on my heels, and I had to keep at a quick pace. And I love that. And together we were able to build a large organization. And then the next thing is to make sure of this 4,000 points, at least a total of 7 customers, 2 from the prior month and then 5 more. They need to make sure that you personally, your customers you've brought in, you've gotten at least 1,000 points. That should have happened right in the beginning. And then the second thing is they don't want any one person buying their way to that level. So they're going to limit you at 1,500 points personally. So dive in with these people, check in with them. See where they are, where are they going, because we want to make sure that, if they're successful, by default, you're going to be successful. So you want to be a great upline, a great leader, and a great partner for the people you bring on board. Okay, so the next goal is sales coordinator. And again, I think I mentioned, maybe I didn't know it, let me go back here. They've added this. Well, all of a sudden, let's see. Okay, here we go. They've added this express track, and I forgot to mention that somebody going to QSC, if they do it within 30 days, you pick up a $400 bonus. I've got somebody right now. I don't know if she's on the call. I hope she is. She hit the express track on Partner Plus, and we're hoping she's going to hit it on the QSC level and pick up that $400 reward. But you know what? You can always fast track. You don't have to sprint. You can run really fast. How about that? And in 60 days, you can pick up that $300 title reward that we're used to. All right, getting to sales coordinator. There may be a lot of people on here right now that this is the route that they're headed. And this is their next move. So what does the next move look like? If you can see that first line back to everything evolves around volume and structure. So the volume is 10,000 points. That number has dropped. They did have it at 12, it dropped to 10. So that's a loosening of some of the requirements, some of the graciousness that we just received with this new compensation plan update. The structure is 1 P plus and 2 qualifying sales coordinators. And so that, just keeping that structure in mind. Uh-oh, I hear some kids in the background. Let me see. Who is it? Will somebody, let me mute. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so volume 10,000, structure 1 P plus, 2 qualifying sales coordinators in 3 separate lines. What they're doing is getting you set up for success, going to national marketing director, going the whole way. So each step they begin adding more and more partners to develop these lines. And guess what? That just means more money. The wider you go, it means the more money you make. If you think about it, when you're building a building, the larger the footprint, the larger the building. And then as we go deep and work deep within our lines, that's what's going to give us that longevity. And so I always think of, if you went to Sunday school as a kid, they'd sing that song Deep and Wide. I'm not sure what that song meant, but I remember it. And if you think about that song, we want to go wide because that makes more money, and we want to go deep and work deep within our lines and within those teams, because that's where security and longevity is going to come from. So our structure is going to be 1 partner plus and 2 qualifying sales coordinators, and have at least 1 new within the last 30 or 60 days that you've gotten someone to a QSC level. So within that 6-month time frame. And so again, we've got our express track. If you can do this in 30 days, which is a quick pace, but certainly worth a nice $700 bonus, or you can go still a fast pace, but a little bit slower in getting it done within a 6-month time frame to still pick up that fast track bonus and pick up a $600 reward. The 4th thing that's required, and that is what's called qualifying your business to pick up that PB bonus, or that 1,800. That's the goal of, you hear us talking a lot, and we talked about this a lot last week, about having 20, let's see, if we do 1,800, take your calculators out, 1,800 divided by 75. That's how much a Trio customer pays on a monthly basis. The number that comes up is 24. That's our goal. 24 Trio customers. We've got a contest going on right now, pushing and reminding everyone, 24 Trio customers. That's going to build you a qualifying business and something you're going to need by the time you hit sales coordinator. And so look at your PVC report, look at your customer analysis, and maybe I'll put in on Team Extreme, how do you calculate? How can you see how many trios you have? And the reason we're shooting for trios, we love duos, we love quads, but we want to at least encourage our customers to hit a trio level. That way, because what I know is they're going to experience what the majority of our research is done on the trio. And we know if they're at least on the trio, they're going to really experience what Juice Plus does in their body. So start those new partners off with that mindset is, we're working toward 24 Trio customers, because you want them to hit every one of these levels without having to restart. Now, if you have to restart, it is no problem. I love that about our company. They give us grace. If we miss it, that's okay. We can start again. And let's kind of take a look at what does it look like if you've got to restart a partner. And I want to challenge you guys to look at your PVC report, or go to your dashboard, and then go to your organizational chart and see where are they and at what levels are they? Did any of these people along the way miss out and not hit their level? Maybe they missed out hitting Partner Plus. We should never have anybody on our team that's not at least a Partner Plus, you guys. We want them at a Partner Plus, picking up that 3% bonus. Okay, I hear somebody again. Please make sure you're on mute. Thanks so much. Okay, so what we want to do is make sure everyone's at least at Partner Plus. And then also go back to those Partner Pluses and say, hey, is it a good time now? We can restart you. And here's what it takes to restart someone. Just the only thing you have to remember, all the requirements are the same, with the exception of you've got to start them on a calendar month. So to restart, what we'd want to do is start them August 1st. So what Partner Pluses do you have on your team that you could restart them on August 1st? Now, here's an added bonus if you are a restart. If you've got some customer orders that will ship between August and September, they count as a new customer order and they count toward that 4,000 points. And so it kind of gives you an extra added bonus if you've been adding customers along the way and you decide, okay, I'm going to do a restart August 1st. You can go back to your customer analysis and say, oh my goodness, this person's going to hit in August or September, or this person or that person. You guys, this could breathe life into your business. This could breathe life into some partners who maybe thought, oh, I can't do this business, but they can. It's just a little strategic planning on our part to really help them do that. Now, you may even, here's a whole nother option, and that's getting to these levels from a cumulative requirements. So this is someone who maybe has just building all along. They are a steady plotter, and maybe they haven't done this big push within a 60-day time frame, but they've built a nice business. They've got a lot of good customers. You need to start looking on your PVC report that comes every month and see, and I showed you last month, where you go to look at their cumulative number. And what you want to do is to see, oh my goodness, have they, what I call, eaten their way to Partner Plus? They may be a great customer, and they may have 2 or 3 customers of their own to the point they've eaten their way to 2,000 plus. And so we want to give everyone an opportunity to take advantage of getting to that first 10% commission level. So who do you know? Reaching out and saying, hey, I just saw this. Do you want to lock arms with me, and let's see if we can't get you on up to Partner Plus, or maybe on up to qualifying sales coordinator. That's a lot of PVC. But you know, I had somebody last week call me. She's been, I think, a customer and a partner for probably 15 years now. I guarantee you, I haven't looked, but I guarantee you her cumulative number, I bet it's at least 25,000. And you know what she said? She goes, tell me a little bit about this, add more good. So I told her about it. She goes, well, I got somebody wanting some Juice Plus. She goes, I think come August, my kids go back to school, I'm ready to dive in, and I'm ready to build a business after all these years. And this gal is connected like you wouldn't believe. And so I know she can quickly climb this commission staircase. So go back to people you've had on your team for a while. Maybe there's some people that they're ready to go to sales coordinator, and all they need is a call from you. So don't forget about the restarting of fast track people, and then the cumulative requirements of getting somebody to that next level. You never know, you guys. This is such a timing issue that I don't want us to let anybody miss out on moving to that next level, making that next move. And so what we're going to do now, I'm going to stop the recording,